No, just to be able to play a full game again, and obviously everything counts now. So it's just exciting to be able to go show it what this team can do, what this offense can do, and like you said, go play football.
I know you can't give away trade secrets, but how different is the offense going to look now than 1 year ago today?
I think it's just going to be the situational things will be a lot different. I mean, obviously, schematically, things are similar, different in some areas, but for the most part, it'll be similar. It's still football. You can only run so many different schemes. It's just when you call certain plays, obviously the different offense coordinator is going to call the game a little differently. But we're excited. We're excited to see how he's going to call the game. You know, we got a glimpse of it in preseason, but it'll be fun to see what he does for a full 60 minutes.
Adam, obviously different sides of the ball, but as someone who goes against DBs, what is it like to see Terrance transition into that coaching role?
Yeah, it's a little different calling him coach now, but no, obviously so much respect for him as a person, as a player, and I'm just really excited that he stayed on staff because he's such a big help for not only the DBs but for me as a receiver. He's a guy I went to a lot last year and will continue to go to ask, you know, what is this corner thinking in this technique? What is he trying to take away? Where is he trying to make you go? Things like that. So he's just a tremendous asset to this team, and like I said, I'm glad he's here.
Adam, the coaches seem to have a lot of confidence now in the corner trend. Well, what improvements have you kind of seen in this game?
Well, you know, I think the biggest thing is he's having fun playing football, and his confidence is on the highest I've ever seen it, and which it should be because he's a great football player. Obviously, he made a lot of plays in college, and I think it was just you know, a confidence thing to say, hey, you know, I've done this before. I can do it at the highest level, and he's proved that this training camp and this preseason.
Did you ever have any points in your career when you maybe were too focused on trying to get better or too frustrated with results and found yourself not having that fun that maybe needed to recenter yourself like that?
I think I find myself in that situation every year. Even this year through training camp, I found at times I did that. It's just a natural thing to do as a competitor, as an athlete. You want to be perfect, and each year that you have experience, you want to be more perfect. So it's just part of the game. It's part of the the transition, and you just have to learn how to just kind of play football and have fun. We've talked about that a lot as receivers in our room, just saying, hey, I don't really care if I get beat. I'm just going to go out there, and as long as I'm giving it all I got and I'm trying to win and I'm trying to help this football team win, just let everything else just kind of fall in place.
Does that almost need to trying to be too perfect? Does that kind of take a reset with a new coordinator, a new quarterback, that you kind of forget all the minute details and just worry about what should be done?
Right. I think the biggest thing with that is when you have a new coordinator, you have a new QB, you want to prove what you can do. So when you don't do something that you know you can do really well, it kind of frustrates you because you're like, man, they haven't seen me do that live, you know. And so I think it's a good thing, though. I think it's a good thing. It pushes you, makes you really work towards those little details like you talked about to make sure that that you're performing at a high level. And you just got to find that right balance between getting frustrated yourself and learning from it, than getting frustrated and losing confidence. So just trying to find that right spot.
At what point do you think you earned Kirk's trust?
I don't know if I have yet. I think that comes with games, honestly. I think obviously practice, you know, each day in practice you start to gain some of that, but I think the biggest thing is going out there and making plays in games and saying, hey, I can help you out on third downs or whatever, you know, a certain situation, I can make that play. So I think that's something that our receiver room does really well, is we want to make those plays so we can gain that trust in not only Kirk but the offensive coordinator and all your coaches.
Has there ever been a time you and Steph kind of reflect on, when you guys are getting ready to go in, you're widely regarded as the best receiving duo in the league, you guys are both rated whatever it is with Pro Football Focus. Do you guys ever reflect on where you guys have kind of come together over the last 4 years?
No, I think we're so focused on getting better, and we're so on top of each other. So if we do something bad in practice, that we don't really think about what we've done in the past. We just want to make sure that we're gaining ground, we're getting better as a group and individually. And I think that's why we've been able to do what we've done, is because we don't really think about anything other than today, and the rest will kind of take care of itself.
What have you learned as kind of the keys to meshing with a new quarterback? You've been through it season after season after season.
I think it's just staying at it. I think just making sure that you're getting those reps that maybe you missed in practice after practice. You're getting plays to, you're doing stuff outside of just the practice to make sure that you're on the same page. You're talking about certain things and say, hey, if we get this look, this is what I'm going to do, and vice versa. So I think it's just making sure you stay on top of it, and that goes through the entire season.
How much of it all does it help you having those 2 joint practices with the Jaguars and playing them in the game, just because the defensive schemes are pretty similar?
Yeah, I think it helps. You know, I think the biggest thing it helped for was just the fact that you're going against not Coach Zimmer's defense. You know, it's not the Minnesota Vikings defense. I think sometimes you get in that monotonous of just going against the same looks, the same coverage, the same guys every single day, and then when you kind of get to go against someone else, you have to rethink. You have to retrain yourself to say, okay, well, this is what I want to do versus this look. This is what I want to do for that look. So I think it was a really good thing for multiple reasons.
But just even in terms of the spot drops and things in that defense, does that help you just kind of having those live reps?
Yeah, no, it does. It definitely helps. I think they play a little bit different than San Francisco will play, but no, it definitely helps to have those reps against, you know, a cover 3, single high team rather than a 2 high team.
You've played on them enough. Just from observing, do you think the new kickoff rules will make a difference in terms of making it safer and still keeping the return relevant?
Yeah, 100%. I think the rules are great on the kickoff. I think it's going to make it so there's still returns, and which is a great part of the game, and what I would never want to see leave. And on top of that, it's keeping the players safe. So I think it's been a great rule, and I think it's going to make the play exciting.
Does it make it more kind of like punt coverage?
It does, yeah, I think so. You know, I haven't been out there yet, so I don't know exactly, but from an outsider looking at it, I think it definitely makes it more like a punt play and more one-on-one blocking, which is fun for both sides. You know, the returner is going to have more lanes, and you know, the kickoff team is going to be able to run around blocks and play a little faster.
How important was having a spot on special teams for your development in your career, of finding a place to fit in and get in?
I think it helped me for a lot of reasons. I think number one, it taught me how to compete, and it taught me how to go, you know, pretty much all out every single play, and you know, and then obviously it was the reason why I made the team my first year, and then gave me the opportunities I had after that. So yeah, obviously special teams has a big place in my heart, and I'm in every meeting, and I'm trying to help out guys, and if they need me, I'll be ready to go.
Adam, from your experience, how much do new coordinators try to hide what they really want to do in the regular season when they're going through preseason play calls?
I think that's how every offensive coordinator is, honestly. I think whether you're new, you've been around, there's always new plays you're putting in, and you always want to just kind of keep it a little vanilla throughout preseason. At the same time, trying to get working on the plays you want to run during the regular season. But no, I think every year I've been in the NFL, it's been the same kind of progression through preseason games to regular season.